Hey, strong. I ride the way. On the surfboard emergency. Can't worry, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm coming full on repeat. I ride the way. On the surfboard emergency. Can't worry, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go down till I'm 6 feet. I can full on repeat. Strong, I can full on repeat. Gotta count up. About 100 miles. That a rook can't miss down. Standing tall with it always on go. Taking me to pin pal. P.O. said slow down.
Love mercy.
Six on the A's, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen over 100 pace, said you wide, no 10 tile. I mean, like a man, even if your eyes don't dare to me. Press down like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a pump food. Don't be worried about what straw do. Use you and I'm a blue eye. So the boy got a paint job with a clear coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend nigga took a beat, I was fresh meat, no click fire. Hit me with and Beyonce, put a ring on it in the lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee, but I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it 2 degrees. Summer water, I can barely breathe. Can't explain it with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a band pit. Open up, let me splash it. Right away. On the surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong, gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride away. I'm the surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong, gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Strong, second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. You walking through the air, no night flight. That was the people. Got one life to live, and I put 15 on all the hit the ground. One that rabbit, that's the Usain Bolt. Dog like 2 finger signs so far, I can't be caught. 9-inch crunch time, and I send it home like a walk-off. AMG on steroid, there's a flex walking with a nightmare. Coming full force, no one, just know I don't fight fair. Took flight, no flight fair. Hot girls out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them. Tap, 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 tap there. Short SCPR. What the hell are he weak for? You go to the water, get him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm an old damn lifeguard. Been there for the wish shark. Life show me once hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time told about who is who. They be on this, who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm coming to Stroud.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Hood Talk. This is your boy, Mr. Know It All, and I'm here with Miss Bella, the lovely Miss Bella on Hood Talk, ready to get it started. Tell them the subject and let's start. Right.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to this stormy Tuesday. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know It All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, there's the information that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But another thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. The lightning had got on my tongue.
Ain't we even coming on that. I would say that's the first time I heard that one.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. But we're getting started on the subject tonight. We want to talk about what has gangster rap and social media done to our people?
Mm.
Well, what do you think it has done, Mr. Know-It-All? What do you say about gangster rap, first off? The one thing.
I think gangster rap has did a number on a lot of people. And I want people to know everybody don't need to be as brave as me. If you got to watch this in your hall, squatting down, you know what I'm saying, in your hallway, in the bathtub, or whatever you got to do to watch this, because that storm seems like it's coming in your house, do that. But back to the subject. Gangster rap has really did a number on us. How we dress, you know, how it make people crash out, go to jail. It has done a real good number. And as I look back over the years, because I was here when gangster rap started, I can tell, how gangster rap changes your how you feel, how you think, how you move. You know, just you sitting in the car, you can be in a good mood. It could put you in a harmful, want to hurt somebody mood. Music. I remember when I had the club, I used to use music to control the crowd. So I know, like, when the crowd got too pumped up, I used to tell my boy put on some Snoop Dogg or something. You know what I'm saying? Because Snoop Dogg was a cool type vibe, and everybody settled down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I had the club when old boy was talking about twirl the shirt, and the dude from South Carolina, when South Carolina was swinging the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I done seen every part of hip hop. Um, I was here when first gangster rap hit, Easy E, Ice Cube, Colors, everything came out. So I done seen it evolve to now it's called drill rap, where they just talking about just straight going and kill people and shoot people and smoking on dead body packs and all kind of stuff. So it done went. Can't say it did anything good for the culture because unless making a couple of people millionaires, that's probably all. Because I even listened to Boosie talk about it one day, and he was talking about it how a lot of his fans and a lot of his closest dudes are dead because living out that lifestyle, living out the gangster lifestyle, rocking the gangster lifestyle, living. I remember listening to Top Authority, um, you know, Pimp C, Easy, all these rappers, a lot of these rappers, DMX, a lot of these rappers that dead, drug addicts, all kind of stuff. I mean, every drug that a lot of people was put on, it was done by rappers talking about how they smoking on loud, smoking this, smoking on this. Because I remember when I was back in the day, I first smoking weed song. I remember like it was just straight up a weed song. And it was smoking on, hey, hey, in the middle of the farm, smoking on, and I remember when rap just took off and people, they listen to rap music. And I remember when gin and juice came out, they would promote certain liquors. Everybody run out and get it. Everybody wants certain weed, Indo, and all that stuff. Rap was the first social media before social media because rappers used to put
Right.
stuff out that was other cities we didn't know nothing about, and then next thing you know, it was there. So, what you think about it?
I can agree. Back in the day, there used to be, I wouldn't say it was giving instructions on how to move around people, how to move with women or men, or how to love them, things like that. They didn't turn on how to party and have a good time, or how to um, take this drug and feel this type of way, or make a mockery of having sex with a woman. Remember, Superman stick a sheet cover on the back. Ooh, Superman. You know,
Yeah,
it's just the whole demeanor changed because it's like the way that life is, it become modernized and it
yeah,
take away the real meaning of the culture in itself.
Yeah. Because I remember back in the day that I used to listen to that one song and they used to go bald headed, suck. And
Scatterway.
I remember when that first came out, and you know, a lot of women, a lot of rappers was disrespecting women, but it had a nice beat, and the women didn't listen to the music; they was more listen to the beat. Now you flip flop to now in 2024, women singing the lyrics more than the men. I don't even think men even really listen to gangster rap as much as they used to no more. Men kind of listen to the blues and the other kind of stuff, but every dudes I hang around now, I mean, dudes if they listen to gangster rap, they listen to old school, here and there, but usually they listen to the blues or some, or some King George or some other stuff, like some new modern age uh, blues type singers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What kind of music you listen to?
I listen to a lot of gospel, contemporary music, slow jams, things like that. Back Anita Baker, Regina Bell, Anthony Hamilton, I like smooth.
Yeah.
I very seldomly listen to rap. And I hear the number one person people are talking about, Glorilla. I don't even know what she's saying. I
I
hear
know what
this
you're saying.
making
I done heard the song before.
okay.
I heard the song before because you go in a club and they gonna play the top songs and stuff like that. So I done been in the club and I done heard a lot of these songs.
I mean,
But
but if you're a clubber, I'm sure that that's the number one place you will hear rap at.
well,
People that club.
I don't go to them type of clubs mainly, but when I do slip
What's
in around,
those type of club?
I usually go to older type clubs anyway.
Oh,
I
okay.
just don't go to the younger folk. But like if I slip, like when I was, doing a little security work and stuff like that, I used to slip around little clubs and stuff like that. So, and I DJ a little bit. So I used to slip around and then, you know, hear it, and then what you try to do is when you DJing, you kind of Google up what's the latest top songs and this and that, and it'll pop up a lot of stuff that you play, and then you be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it that I didn't get, that I get now, that done changed a lot. When I was playing them songs, the men wasn't the ones singing. It was the women jumping on the dance floor, singing them songs, singing the whole songs and stuff of these gangster. And that's when I knew stuff really changed. When you see the dudes that really, they kind of laid back, they just bobbing their head or something, but the women out there singing this song, they droop, 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 sing the whole song. And I was like, wow, things have changed. And things have
Mm,
changed a lot. They ain't changed a little, they changed a lot.
a lot.
So that's my whole thing with that. Life
Yeah,
has
it is what
changed.
it is.
Yeah. So what you think about social media done to people these days?
Well, I think like social media has made people turn into something that they're not. Because so many people live this life of persona like things are good and happy that you're supposed to post everywhere you go. You getting robbed while you gone, you posting it. You posting all this love you having from this person that's treating you like dirt. But you have to put this out there so people can be okay that you with this person. Then you have to wear these clothes, wear your makeup, your hair, your lashes, anything like that. Let's bring, to one of the subjects here, talking about the has in hip hop culture has influenced cultures to wear certain clothes, shoes, hairstyles, including colors, become expressive in street slang or ebonics. People talk different when they get a camera in front of them. You can't go to dinner with nobody without the phone in their face or somebody's going live. Even if you're not having a good time, I feel like those people that go live everywhere they go, they're not enjoying themselves, because if you were, you wouldn't have that time to pull up the phone to go live to show people that you're having fun. And I
Yeah.
know some people just go live all the time, everywhere they go. We
Well,
outside, we outside doing what? Going
and,
live? You can say I don't believe that.
and I'm gonna tell you where I got some pushback on that too. Is I think the real reason that people go live is they real friends with them. They want to really show their real friends what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they friends get on live and say, "Oh, where you at, girl?" Or something like that. Because truthfully and honestly, I don't think a lot of people when they go live actually feel like um, that they friends right there. I think you would do more talking to your friend than just worried about going live or whatever. I can understand if somebody getting paid to promote a club or something like that and they going live. Hey, come down here, fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. But I feel like a lot of people going live, but I don't know if they going live because they truly have friends in the club with them. I think they really trying to get their friends there because I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm going live, I promise you, if in a club, it's only because I'm trying to get my partners or let them see what I'm doing. It's my birthday. Come mess with me if I hadn't told you. But then I probably would go live before I made it to the club because once I got in there, ain't nobody got time to be just going live just because. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a little different from me.
Maybe that's your invitation.
Yeah, that's somebody else's invitation. Me going live.
No, I'm saying that's your invitation for them to come out and party with you or hang with you. So you use it for that
Right.
purpose.
Yeah, I would do it for that. But other than that, people going live, 2 in the morning or this I don't understand it a lot. I mean, but to each his own. I just think people go live just to go live sometimes. I mean, because maybe they want a recording of what they do, or I think most people that go live like that, don't have that life outside of the
Where
live
they
like that.
are. Uh-huh.
Because me, the weirdest thing to me is going live just to eat food and you know play with your hair, wash your hair and stuff like that. That's just it's mind boggling me because are people that bored that they just go live, just cause and some people go live just to talk to people, just to hear. But I think our culture, going live, I see so much going live to smoke a blunt, to smoke a cigarette. I think once you go live, I think it's supposed to be more of a professional uh, setting sometimes, like, because, you know, a lot of this stuff gonna follow you. Um, Going live, rolling blunts, showing weed, showing some of your friends. I mean, P Diddy going through it right now. All the people he went live with, now they using his old footage. And it's just a trip when you see people use, like, people been in Hollywood all this time and all this footage and stuff. Because I've noticed they since P. Diddy got in trouble. Now they on uh uh Elaine DeGeneres, what's her name? They got the talk show, the gay white lady.
Ellen, the
Ellen.
general.
Yeah. I don't know like that, but yeah, now they on her talking about, oh yeah, P Diddy been on your show 4, 5 times. You done been at parties. What you think about what's going on, P Diddy? And now I got her a little paranoid and scared. So, and because they got footage of her trying to make Justin Bieberlin, showing a picture of him on her screen back there, him naked
Oh
at
wow.
his beach house or something. He invited a friend out there and he's like, what you doing out there? And he like, man, this is so, you know what I'm saying? He like, this is so embarrassing that you putting it up there like that. And what it is some of these people that, call themselves comedians and this and that, and they think stuff funny. And they don't understand they being perverted, and they asking them, "Oh, what you doing?" and trying to rub on their leg and give me a hug, give me a kiss. I remember when Will Smith first kissed his son in the mouth on TV. I knew that Hollywood was, I knew Will was down with that stuff. When you start trying to kiss your son that's over 13, 14 in the mouth and on national TV, you trying to say,
Right.
you trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You trying
yeah.
to get
It's
him
different.
ready. You trying to prep him up from ready for what's bound to come.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he'll be playing them roles and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like we're going through something that's different. So what you think about the hairstyles? You know how I feel. But what you think about the hairstyles that hip hop have
Well, you remember there was a movie that came out at one time, Baps.
oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Remember they wore that blonde hair? They used to wear like the 27 piece.
And the
Then people
long
start
hair.
wearing the 27 piece in their head. And I just never been into that. I never tried one. Never even been interested in trying one. But it's just like some people are okay with trying new things. So it's okay if that's what you want to do. But now I saw purple hair today, blue hair, green hair, burgundy hair. It's just horrific because I'm thinking like, does the job say anything about these anymore? But according to when I was coming up, those type of things weren't acceptable. Now I guess it's acceptable because I met a person today and she's professional. She's a manager somewhere. She had on a bad suit, but her suit matched her hair because every color that was in her suit, she had like burgundy, teal green, pink, like it was a cream white. Every color that was in her suit stripes was in her head.
Yeah.
It was a pretty hairstyle, but I'm like, all those colors, like things are becoming acceptable. I know when I was coming up in my career, people couldn't wear, men couldn't wear hair past their shoulder, their neck line, it wasn't acceptable. And braids weren't it. But now guys are wearing braids and dreads, they just say you have to pull it back while in the office in certain areas. But now it's acceptable colors, dreads, braids, whatever it is. So
Me myself, I was never against people wearing their natural hair any kind. Now, when you have a child and these children are not grown, and you can tell what kind of parent half of these dudes are sometimes when you see them with a patch of red hair here and a, and a, and you know, got a patch of red hair here, a patch of blue hair here. And I can understand if you got a pep rally or you're getting, it's something you putting in for a second and then you're taking it out or whatever, whatever. But a lot of people, that's all they got. And it's sad to say that a lot of people, only thing they got that they can even take pride in is hair and nails. You
Mm.
know, people don't take pride in not too much anything else because sometimes people don't take pride in how they look on on camera and this and that because we'll get out there and we know a lot of people that smoke weed is not legal for them, but everybody got to get on um a podcast with a blunt. you know I understand some people smoke cigarettes, but if you go to the most settings of most anything, it's not done in a ghetto type way. And what's
Mm-hmm.
happening is we done got so ghetto we forgot what being professional is. And it's sad to say, but it's just the times we living in now, and we wonder why we ain't moving up the ladder, or people not really hiring us for certain jobs or this and that, because people don't realize image is something. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a bad image that somebody don't want, you got to think about it. Even these women, these corporate women, if you go back and you look at Carly B and all these women as entertainers, and when they get on these regular commercials, they don't have 3 4 different colors in their head and all that on these commercials. You know what I'm saying? They toning it
Mm-hmm.
down because they manager saying, if you want to get this contract and make this money, you got to be more presentable to the
Yeah.
mass. Not just people just ducked off in the hood that don't feel like they're gonna ever get out. Because that's what it was a lot of times when you seen people wilding out. Like when people had a lot of colors, it was punk rockers, it was people on drugs, stuff like that. It was dangerous people that had
Yeah.
all these hair colors. You know what I'm saying? Even when you look at movies and then futuristic movies, who always had the ones with the hair color, always the bad people. I seen a woman with Skittles out across her mouth or something. Different color
Skittles.
Skittles.
What
And
you mean?
yeah. I think it was that movie Suicide Squad. Something like this. It's called Suicide Squad. But you can look up
So
some
she had
pictures of that.
Skittles across her mouth.
Yeah, it's called Suicide Squad. Just look up a picture of Suicide Squad, and you're gonna see there's a white girl in there with all kind of colors in her head, this and that. She was crazy, just like a lot of them. Okay, but what's up, Craig Harris up in his house showing off them ain't that Laker colors? Okay, my bad. Sound like some Laker colors.
Feel like you
Okay,
at the stoplight, slowing down and then going.
all right, next one.
So
Uh,
social media.
you jump past it. That was the second one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Rap music can influence the behavior of people well by wealth, drugs, sex, and violence.
And that's the problem with a lot of that culture. Like, we don't realize how many people. That's why we got this big old thing on the back wall. How many people done died just because of rap? Just because of rap. It's
How
people
many rappers, period.
rappers done died just because beef, rap, and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Jay said, I feel you, but ghetto is just saying black or African American culture. Any other culture can be tolerated, so why can't black traditions be inadmirable? Well, I wouldn't say ghetto is just from our culture. I think ghetto is the act itself. I've seen some Caucasians and some Asians act real ghetto. So ghetto is just ghetto. I think that's just the act of what is going on or taking place. I don't think that identifies the race.
And then I hope he ain't saying that these colorful hair is our culture, because it's not. Because reason I say it's not our culture, because it's not even our hair. So if you putting somebody else hair in your hair talking about it's our culture, I just can't get with that one. You know
Well,
what I'm
it's
saying?
some people now that are just, they're coloring their own hair.
I can listen. I can respect that better, coloring your own hair than to
Why?
have. No. What I'm saying is, I still don't like the blue, the yellow, and the outlandish. But when people do it red or a little light blonde or some streaks or something like that, it's not. It's something that's you know subtle, but classy or whatever. But when we go into yellow and a lot of that type of stuff, we go into a whole different type, and it's not our culture, especially when you putting somebody else hair in your head. I don't think that's saying about our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say ghetto, the culture, you know, is kind of like a jail type culture that's really bringing us down. Because have our culture ever did anything positive for us, Jay? I want you to answer stuff like that, because I know you real, I know you real, you
I mean, are
just,
you seriously asking that question?
what? What you mean?
You're saying, have our culture ever done anything positive for us?
No. The jail culture, the rap culture, the
Oh, the
jail
rap
culture,
culture.
yeah, the gangster rap culture. Have it ever did anything positive? I just want him to kind of elaborate on the positivity that maybe some of the this kind of culture, the jail culture, the gangster rap, has it did anything good? Has it only brung us, when I look back, I was looking at a video, and it make it feel like, yeah, it has brung a lot of, you know, depth. Is not a lot of positive stuff that came out of that kind of culture. And I would
Hmm.
love to. I'm gonna have to see stuff. Okay, Jay just put up something. Uh, okay, read that.
Jay said in the Bible it mentions a son who had a dream of a coat with many colors. He told his brothers, and they sold him to Egyptians in jealousy. We have always been subjected to many colors. Well, life represents different colors. The number one thing when you see a black cat, what people say black cats represent.
He said it said a dream of colors, many colors. Where in his a coat with many colors. I'm thinking, hell, I done had coats with many colors. I'm talking about hair. I'm talking about hair. I mean, I let me tell you something. Reason I know it's not our culture like that, because if you just go back, and if we just go back, let me get us bigger. If we just go back just to the 70s, when we looked at early 70s, how we dressed, how we act, and how our culture was. We They was proud of their hair. They picked out their hair. They had all these afros that they packed up with this high, and they had afros. They had little, braids. Um, you know, women wasn't scared to wear their hair. I mean, I remember when women was out there and they had their own hair, their own lashes, and this and that, and now they got to scribble up half their face. They got to put lines on their eyebrows, and they wasn't able because they don't let it strip out because you if you get tricked in this culture so long, then you start losing your identity and your naturalness. You know what I'm saying? And then you feel like you can't. Now you feel like being natural is being fake or not being authentic or not being yourself. We can get we can go all day on how people are just getting comfortable with wearing their natural hair again. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm. But
and
but but listen, when you but to what Jay said, you have to realize what you're reading. And because of what you read, the Bible is written metaphorically, because you have to understand it in the word sense, like poetry. So
yeah,
the coat of many colors wasn't actually pink, red, green, blue, black, white, yellow, green. It wasn't like colors. It was something, it was a symbolism.
because we ain't have that many colors back then.
Right, but it was to symbolize something about God's divine protection over Joseph, because he
Oh,
was given birthrights, by his father Jacob. But that didn't mean colors, because you found that word in the Bible, but that's not what that means.
right. Okay.
So the translation of many colors doesn't mean the colors that we know now.
Right. Right.
It's different. It's on the Hebrewic side.
Yeah.
But
And then
it
when they say
it probably
about
was different.
coat, no, let me tell you one thing I get out of it too. When they say a coat of many colors, I am thinking about man, like light skinned, dark skinned,
But
all
that's
kind
not
of
that's not even
different
what it
looks
meant.
of because that's what was a coat back then meant like a skin, like the
Well,
coat
actually,
was
you would think that when
yeah,
he first said it, it made me think about animals, because that's who had the coat. But just think, like, if you see a man with a robe on, you see some pastors with robes, you see kings with robes. Have you ever paid attention to their robes, how they're made? Some are made of many colors.
yeah, and,
Those are the colors, like you're placed in this garment to represent something, like you're set aside, or you're
and
divine in whatever position you were given.
and they was made by different colors of animals, like maybe lined up with some white and brown, and it was them kind of different fur coats. Because when you think about it, when you watch a lot of them people that had nice little things, they had coats like different color coats of different kind of animals they killed and tied them together to make a different kind of coat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but I know that it was a coat of colors, but this color like gave him a position. You know how when queens win a pageant, they give them the what you call it, the thing to put on their heads. Kings, when they put the crown on their heads. So this coat was woven and made of a pattern, but it was different colors to symbolize something important.
I had to make us bigger so I can look over the words and stuff. Okay, good. Read that one.
I say this because we always been unique as a people. Our hair is unique compared to all the other so-called races of people. The problem is we lost our power and unity. I think we lost unity before the power. That's how we lost the power. Okay, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Orientals wear colorful stuff also, Mexicans and also every other ethnic group at one time. But it's related to black people. It has a negative stereotype as usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it's not negative. It's just something that we're not used to because mostly in our culture as black people, women start wearing blonde hair. When women start wearing the blonde hair, people start mimicking, making jokes. Oh, they look like a black and mild, because women started to wear bright hair in their heads. And then it reverted from that. It went to other colors, and now it's any color. But the black woman is just saying, if it's there and if I want to rock this green hair, I can do that because that's what I can do. I got this black power. It doesn't matter how dark my skin is. If I want my hair green, I can do that. And she can.
Yeah.
Some women it be pretty on. I see it. It's cute on some. But
I
I
think
say
I
the
think when we
extreme,
break it down like that, a lot of people can pull a lot of
a lot of
things off.
things are.
But I ain't gonna even say that. But I seen some women that try some things and they are not
I
pulling
mean,
it
just
off.
like clothes, every clothes or outfit that is made is not for everybody. I
Right.
know that I can't put on everything that they make in the store and feel like I'm going to be cute because it look cute on the menu. I have that sense of understanding, but some people don't. And just like these two pieces that they got rocking right now, with your stomach out, are you wearing these fanny pack thinking that's hiding your pooch? No, no.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw the other day. I seen a new beach was named, and it actually looked like it got a, a,
What's a beach? What's the name?
bulletproof vest in front of the stomach.
Wait a minute, you saw what?
It was like a two. It was like a two-piece outfit,
Okay,
bikini type, right?
okay.
But it had like a little shape in the front that just went over the whole stomach, just went around the whole stomach in the front.
Did it have pockets to it? Was it a pouch?
I don't
A
know. I didn't
full-time
see it. I
pouch?
didn't. I wasn't that close to it. When I
Mm.
seen it, I just said, "Oh, okay." But I always known, even when back in the day, when women big or they wanted to hide something, they put a shirt on or this and that. Then they start making, you know,
The nets to cover up
bikinis.
your two piece.
Yeah, bikinis and nets and stuff to hide it a little bit, this and that. So, I mean, I think, um, I think we just got to get back to trying to be a little more healthy, you know, because I have noticed AI. Everybody's making these new pictures with their face on AI and this and that. And that's when people, talk about the body shaming and this and that. But this when I realized that women don't really like exactly how they are, because if they like how they are, they would probably make the picture a big picture or whatever, whatever. But I'm starting to see all these slim pictures that they putting out, and they, oh girl, if I had this and that and that. And so I think, when a
What
lot of
there are
people,
filters to make you slim?
yeah,
Ah,
you ain't seen that.
no.
Oh, they got a bunch of them. I mean, it's a new
Okay,
AI
you
where they put
told
the
me one of
AI,
them.
they do a AI picture and they put you in a little old body and all that little sexy body, put your face
You
on
know what? I saw my cousin on the horse today. I'm like,
it.
"Yes."
And you didn't know that ain't how she looked
And
for
I
real.
didn't realize. I'm like, okay, then.
There's an
Now
AI
that you
picture.
mentioned it, I sure saw them like you riding horses,
All right, come on with it with Jay.
Jay said, I agree, but the Bible always speak at least twofold. It represents various colors because it demanded attention, plus it represents something spiritual also. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. It's no dispute on that side.
Okay, great.
Having full lips and big booties was called ghetto until European women made it a fashion. Now it's the norm or admired in society. The difference was it represented only blacks. It was labeled ghetto.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you now. And I was doing research today, and I'm gonna drop a bunch of videos probably after the show into the mall. It was so many videos that I was thinking about that breast implants and booty implants. And I was thinking to myself, how long do they really last? Because I was thinking to myself, the reason I didn't get knee replacement back in the day is because they say it only lasts 10 years and you have to get another knee replacement. So it don't make no sense to go out there and get a quick knee replacement when you're gonna have to do it again later on down the line. And I heard a doctor say today that it's so many health concerns with breast implants, rashes, even cancers and stuff like that. And he said some, and then it don't pose to last but 10 years or something like that. But then he said that you really need to go get it checked up every year. So, I mean,
Mm,
why getting these surgeries and you thinking, and so many people dying from it, so many people that we don't realize why they died, and because you putting a foreign object in your body. And he was saying how your body is fighting against that foreign object in there.
yeah,
You know
like
what
it
I'm saying?
does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it does if you get a scratch or a scar. It's trying to
Yeah.
heal. So it's trying to heal something that ain't
So it
can't be.
probably make your booty grow then, huh? Like a
Oh,
scalp, you
and
know.
they were saying about them booty shots. If you put them on in there wrong, boy, that's real bad. Because they were talking about people putting the shots in the muscle, and you don't supposed to do that. And putting the fat, putting the extra fat. It's so much stuff, man. And I'm gonna put a lot of that stuff up tomorrow because I think it's dangerous because we think it's so advanced and we don't even realize how many moms and mothers are standing up and going down there because so many people are dying and having issues with these breast implants and booty implants now. And is crazy how much this stuff is happening. See, people don't realize you can have a reduction. That's you just taking something out your body and boom. But when you getting put stuff, foreign stuff put in your body fights against it. And I've been
Mm,
trying to tell people you got to do more research instead of looking at a couple people in Hollywood and thinking you gonna be able to keep up this same lifestyle that millionaires, even Kanye, who's a billionaire at the time, his mama died because she was getting implants and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how good the doctor is, how good the doctor you found this and that. If your body rejects some or something, because I think they said the surgery she had to sit up for so many hours. She couldn't lay down or something. She had to sit up in a position or something. And I I would think that is crazy. That would ruin your whole day. I mean, if you getting surgery, they need to have a booty chair, a special chair where your booty can hang out the back.
yeah. You had the
You
money.
know, something that can sit you up so you can, after you have your surgery, you can heal up and stuff. I mean, we are taking some dangerous chances out here. I hated to get out suddenly like that, but yeah, come on. All right,
So
good.
social media has caused Mhm. there. Social media has caused sneaky links to be exposed and ending in relationships. I know I've been in this place. It's a setting that I attend often. They told you now, no pictures. You cannot take pictures in this facility. You cannot pull out your phone and go live. Because there has been occasion somebody is live in there and their husband is there with somebody else and they come in there and act a fool.
Mm.
So the whole place just banned phones on taking pictures.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not even gonna say it because of that. I'm gonna say it because of this. A lot of people go to clubs to be secluded, have fun
And
without being judged. But if you in the club taking pictures, ain't that like being a spy or something? I mean, you there, you ran here, ain't you kind of being a spy? It's people in there, you don't know these people or nothing. You putting them on your camera, all that. They're just like going to the gym and taking everybody that picture in the background. It's a violation. And I think
yeah,
if I ain't trying to get in your picture, it's wrong for you to pass by me and be live
and
and
take a
hey,
picture.
you know what I'm saying? Because even now, every time I done probably went live or take a picture, I ask everybody around me, hey man, you good for a picture? You good for a picture? You good for a picture? And I'm just gonna take them people in the picture that's good for a picture. I'm not trying to get the
Mm,
rest of the club and all that. And let me tell you something: women don't care. They doing this. They doing it around. Look at this. Look at the whole club. Look at them people over there in the corner. Look at that. And people doing this and all that because they don't want to be seen, period. I mean, you got lawyers, doctors, and all that kind of stuff going in the club, and they don't even want nobody to see them drinking or doing anything that they don't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? And it might be innocent. But when somebody is filming, they make innocent might be guilty. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be
yeah,
breaking somebody a drink. Somebody could be coming across speaking to somebody. But you catch them on camera, it look totally different than what they doing. They laying over, what's up? Because the music loud. They might be talking to somebody, whatever, and you think of Joe kissing somebody. You know what I'm saying? It just so
from
much
the
stuff can
angle that
go wrong.
they're reviewing a video.
So much stuff can go wrong with just a live 2-3 seconds or just taking a flash and
Yeah,
flashing everybody, you know what I'm saying, and not watching what you not being responsible. I say that what you post.
yeah,
Because being responsible when you start setting up a camera in a club and it ain't just for you and you got it for everybody, or you trying to get the whole club, you don't realize that some people in there and people coming up talking to them this and that, and you putting everybody on your live like that. You know what I'm saying? A
yeah,
lot of people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see people setting up phones, I just think it's kind of different when people just set up their phone in a club and go live and just got it sitting somewhere that nobody know, and it's just sitting up, just trying to record everything that's going on. It sounds suspicious. I spy and everything.
hmm.
Go ahead.
Rap music has done much good because it's giving us another channel to our voice, like most other music, which has a major black foundation. It's the gangster music which gets the bad publicity. All Al Capone and etc. made hamsters popular and almost envious. No one complained over gangster movies, so why point at gangster rappers? It's not pointing at gangster rappers. We're just bringing a fact, like the guy that got killed on the highway in Texas. You be talking about how these people doing you, but do people just
Oh,
always just do you bad and you don't do anything? What's his name?
listen,
Mo3? What?
yeah, Mo3. Let me
Mo3.
let me. I'm gonna push on that too because we don't realize that because white people, some of them did this back in the past. They not doing it at the moment. We are doing it at the moment. We not making movies about what we did in the past or this and that. We making movies on what we doing now in the streets. We talking about what is rappers actually going out here, shooting up a block, and then going in the studio talking about how they shot up the block and shot up Lil Ray Ray and this and that. And I'm smoking on his pack. It's very disrespectful. You don't see no other culture doing this type of thing. And movies is totally different because guess what? We in movies doing the same thing. We've been Dolomite, we've been Shaft, we've been running around here, we've been Superfly, the pimps in every movie. We've been bad people in every movie. We've been gangsters. We've been all that. But at the same time, we acting out. We bringing it to the streets. We acting it out in public. How many white people you hear are doing drive-bys on their own people through the hood and this and that? Now they might go off and you got these crazy people and killing half the, shooting up schools and stuff like that. But how many just ride in their own neighborhood and terrorizing their own neighborhood, shooting up everything? You know what I'm saying? We got people in Chicago scared to go outside. And let me tell you something, Jackson too. We got people around Jackson scared to go outside because people shooting, people walking around with rifles and long rifles and this and that every day. Now, these white people might come out a couple days a year and say about their arms and be armed, or they going to the gun show with their arm or this. But when the last time, when do you see white people just walk around in the hood ready to go ham? When the last time you seen a white person on tape in their neighborhood shooting up somebody's house?
I don't know.
So what I'm saying, this gangster culture, we living it. We are actually living it and killing each other about this culture, and it's not. I don't see where it's helping, because what I'm saying gangster rap, but I'm not saying hip hop. Hip hop have did culture, but I mean hip hop gave us what? Baggy pants, colorful clothes. I mean, you know, what has it built? You know what I'm saying? Like when I say built, what has hip hop actually built? Like, like instead of people like P. Diddy that people trying to take down, man, that go give schools $2 million or try to help out communities, this and that. How many other artists go out here and help out community? Half of them be broke. Half these artists talking about stuff they don't even live. They talking about cars they ain't even got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I respect people like Slim Slim Thug. Not Slim Thug. Slim Slugger. Is it Slugger from Houston? I admire him because he'll sit up there and talk about it. He like, I don't, he don't do that type of rap that he's talking about killing other people and this and that. He's just talking about getting money. And you know what I'm saying, just doing stuff, riding in good cars and chilling and stuff like that. Slim Thugger. Yeah. Appreciate that, Hootie. But I think that we have to get back to a place. He said, he said, he said, white people are killing each other by by the mass.
Mass shooting, probably.
Putin blowing up thousands of white children. He been advertising as the world's most powerful and clever and respected man in the world. Well, when we look at this about Putin, this is a different thing. It's just like the Civil War here. When you got one part of the country trying to do something totally different than the other part of the country, but both of them is intertwined. That's the problem. We got one president, and the South was trying to deny the president, deny even being a part of the United States now. Um, that's how that war, and that's how what Putin war is about right now. That is used to be a part of Russia. That who we going to war against is a part of Russia, and now they saying we don't claim Russia. We try to be separate, and you still got Russians stay over there. These are not the people he attacking. He attacking the people that moved in. I think they was I think they like a little Polish or something like that. But they moved in.
Mhm.
I did a little research about it. They moved in and they, it's like anything. You get a little power, then now they trying to say we don't want no dealing with Russia. We in line with America. And he's saying we ain't gonna have it. We ain't gonna have nobody that's really part of Russia saying that they aligning with America and we're gonna start putting American troops on our land and all. I mean, it's just a strategist move because a lot of countries don't want America to get too close to them because America trying to get close because America always trying to start the wars. And let me tell you something. And the reason all these countries start these wars because they feel like they got America back. And that's why Israel started their war because they in the middle of all that and they feel like they got America backing. Because guess what? If you just got all the Muslims around you and you started a war and you ain't have allies across here, if America wasn't, I bet you they wouldn't try to start a war like that. I bet you they would try to calm down and have a better, more peaceful outcome than what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Because, how they say, all lives matter.
All lies.
Yep. Uh-oh.
This
This
ain't rap.
music ain't
It's
rap
more.
music. This, go ahead. It's more
He said
synthetic.
satanic. Satanic.
Yeah.
Them thug. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I almost hated all music till rap hit the scene. Music was a downer for me. Most part of was a downer for the most part to me. I beat and the words I heard, I related to it. When I hear what I seen or witness every day, I focus on the message because it's true. Back in the day,
Yeah.
music that they were rapping about, it was true. You could take that music and run with it. It was good
Yeah,
advice on
but I'm gonna tell
something
you what
about
I
life
like
that you
about.
deal with that you can relate to.
See, I'm gonna tell you what's different about the music in past hip hop and the music now. The music in past hip hop, they told you about the good and the bad part about being out here in the streets. When Scarface talked, he talked about never, you never heard a man cry till I seen a man die. He had legendary songs that said about the good part and them dying or getting arrested or this, doing jail time, coming out, trying to be gangster. And then, you know what I'm saying? That he said, uh, when he had that song that real gangsters do die and all that, when they were saying gangsters don't die, they multiplied all that. He changed the narrative, and that's one thing I liked about Scarface, that he always put both sides. 8 Ball MJG did the same thing. They put this side, and they also at the end of the story he was dying and stuff like that. They didn't put it and say, or they, telling you getting 100 years and all that old type of stuff. That's what they put in their songs back then. You know what I'm saying? Even colors. You don't know me, fool. They let you know that you were gonna die. Now these dudes talk about, oh yeah, I got money, I got Lambos, and I'm shooting up the hood. Man, they lying. They lying. If you shooting up the hood, that means they know exactly where you at. And your Lambo can't hide that far in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a lot of people, that's why a lot of rappers done died because they tried to portray something that they really wasn't. And we know this now. We know a lot of, I mean, I heard Fat Joe say 95% of the stuff he say, he ain't never lived. This coming from a rapper that made his money. You know what I'm saying? These rappers, like these battle rappers, they talk about cutting heads off and throw your head in the air and shooting it and all that. They ain't never lived this stuff. A lot of these jokers ain't lived their life. Most people that live their life in jail or this and that, it's just like when Rick Ross came out and the real Rick Ross was doing time in jail. And he took another man's name and became famous. You know what I'm saying? So it's these type of things, like people living through other people name and stuff like that. A lot of these people ain't did a lot of stuff they did. Like one thing I liked about Scarface, Willie D, and some of them, they was out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I met them when I used to go to Houston. I met Scarface and them. I remember when Scarface went up to the dealership and demanded his money back from the dealership. See, I know stories like that because I was around back then. See, he had put some money down, and then the dude had locked the safe, at a certain time. The safe lock can't get the money back out. He went back up to the college dealership. Hey, I want my money. And they were talking about, oh, you got to wait till tomorrow. And he upped that thing. Hold on, player. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all robbing
people
me.
don't realize, people don't realize, like, back in the day, real stuff happened because it wasn't a lot of cameras and people wasn't scared of a whole lot of stuff that was going on. There was a lot of stuff, real stuff happening that they just found out today that happened. That's why a lot of people went to jail that didn't do certain stuff, because if they got close to a person that looked like this person that's so-called seen, half the time when the witness saw him, they just, because he might have looked a little bit like him, like, yeah, that's him. You could put a different person in the stand, half of them was named, they wouldn't know the person from nothing in the world, because half of them crimes happen at night. Somebody pointing a pistol at you, you ain't getting no good look at them. You looking down, you're looking away, you're doing all kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden, I know. Look at that mole on his nose. That's him. You know what I'm saying? They was lying back then. You know what I'm saying? He said, why are brothers worried about Putin? He said, we must get ourselves straight first. And I agree. And that's why I think I ain't gonna talk too political, but what I'm saying, that's why I think America first. I just put that. Go ahead.
It's no different from these fools killing each other for material possessions, and ain't theirs is hatred, pride, and jealousy, the same as these lost black kids out here.
Yeah, and
That's who's
they
doing it.
guess what? And the rapper's the one talking about it. I remember even my boy that talk all that positive stuff now. What's his name? The short dude. He talk a lot of positive stuff. Dang. He talk with a little slang. What's his little name? The rapper. Dang. If he's from Memphis, nah. That's a young guy. They ain't talking about him.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about that dude. Godly. He always tell me, man, let me see. I know Ruben gonna mess around and tell me who it is. Dang, he always on social media. But I remember a song. When I say the song, he was talking about robbing the plug. He made a song by robbing the plug. I know people gonna know who it is.
They'll
He got
tell
a song saying rob the plug. Look at it. Google it up right quick. What's
Let
that
me
song?
see. Because I don't know.
It's called Robbing the Plug. Let me see. Plies. Plies.
Yes. Oh, okay. He sang that.
Yeah.
Kirk
Robbing the Plug.
Franklin brother.
And that's what I'm saying. You said who?
Kirk
Who you
Franklin
say?
brother.
That ain't Kirk Franklin, brother. That's a MILF.
That's a myth. I thought they were brothers.
Nah.
You sure?
I'm positive. It's a MILF.
I thought it was very
Nah, you ain't never seen
to
him
be
on
true.
a day in their life.
I have.
Um, let's say deceive them. Yeah. She said Laruman and Putin is the goat, and China is the beast with the East. Right. And they over there while America playing all these politics about how they don't want to deal with that. See, America been trying to push a whole lot of stuff on Africa and all these countries, Muslim countries and all that. And and they just getting with China. China over there building all kind of stuff in Africa. Putin is selling all this oil and stuff to China and all these weapons and all that stuff. And they done got together and they making money together. Why America is sitting there, trying to act like they better than everybody. And we we back in countries like Israel that don't give us nothing. What do Israel do anything for America? But supply Bibles. That's about it. This is probably the only thing they ship over here to America is some Bibles. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, read it. Oh, you don't want to read it? Okay. Israel, bro, just become a nation in World War II. That's Palestine land. They took the Jews in Germany and annexed them some land. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember that. Yeah, I did my research on that too. That is true. And they to this day still ship Jews into Israel because it's too many, blacks and other race around them, and they steady shipping them in there because they don't make enough people to supply the people. So they steady shipping people in there, and that's the truth. Okay, he said, not true, family. I've been a Marine, and bro, the army, we undisputed. He said, we control the world. This real talk. Now we think we control the world. We used to try to control the world. The world is telling America right now, go fuck themselves. And guess what? We watching America trying to support places like Israel and the other country that's we giving these billions to, and we giving them money after money when our constructions and everything in our hometowns, bridges and everything falling apart. Just like that ship just hit that bridge and knocked down. They talking about it's gonna take 2 years to build a bridge, but I bet you they over there got the technology like a joker over there building bridges in some months over there across seas. You know what I'm saying? That part because they putting their things on there.
Jay said, my mom and granny told me before Scarface, my dad tried a little before he died. I could relate every word and place everything I heard in the category because my people tried to instill the wisdom of Proverbs in my mind. Eventually, it hit home the older I got. The problem is, Black fathers and mothers are their peers before them.
Mm,
You are a representative of what you're raised by.
yeah, and I agree with that one.
The woman said, what's going on in our neighborhood is self inflicted. They say they're kids.
Right. I can agree with that one. Go ahead.
Jay said, one time my old homeboy sister got mad at me because she thought my attitude was negative. I thought I was optimistic. She focused on the negative, but my point was the good despite the negative. Everything can be seen in a positive way if people could get past the obvious or read between the lines.
Right.
And a
I
lot of
think
times people don't listen to understand, they just listen to respond quick.
yeah.
And sometimes if you bag a person in the corner, you may say something that they don't quite understand. They come out with the attack because I don't understand. So you act in this type of way because I don't understand. And we can't say that because we don't want to take accountability for not knowing.
Right. And I think, to backtrack off that is I think, a lot of people don't research a lot of things and
Nope.
they just spit what they
Word of
heard
mouth.
heard
Just
from
like
them.
church. Word of mouth. The preacher said it. I believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And that's when, you know, I remember, even doing my grandma interview back in the day. And when I heard her say that, I was like, when you start breathing, believing in the Bible, and I was just trying to get her age this and that. She said, well, I didn't know how to read. I just went to church and, the preacher, and people got to realize most of our grandmas and this and that didn't know how to read, and they got all their information through the white man throwing the Bible in their face and putting somebody that put something in there to make us a good slave or turn the other cheek. And they said the Bible was put there to make us more of a gentle creature, towards them because they knew one day that black people would probably change and won't pay back. So they had to put something in there that'll make you say, and even to this day, as we look around and every black leader we have and they kill them off, we still don't preach nothing different. We preach peace. I let me tell you something. I didn't sit there and sing on social media where I didn't sit there and sing people going to church, kill white boy done killed 9 people in the church, this and it, and they come right out there in front of the camera and say, "Yes, I forgive him," and I'll be like, "No." Yeah, and not nobody came in there, sitting there, played like they was finna pray with you and get up and shoot all y'all. And the first thing you could say, you praying for somebody, like, no, no. I think
I mean,
we
that's the right thing to do. They're Christian based.
no,
You're not a part of that. So you can't tell them that they can't forgive somebody that has done something to them.
yeah, but forgiving for, I mean, these people forgiving people. Okay, let's do this then. Since you're Christian based and you're forgiving people, that means they shouldn't even go to jail. Shouldn't even. If you forgiving them, they shouldn't even answer for their crimes. Why we
Well,
even go to jail?
but
If we
listen, that's
if we Christian based, why people even go to jail then? Because if you can forgive anybody for the wrong they done, if you still gonna punish them, that means you don't forgive them. That's
well,
just
they
like
don't. The system doesn't forgive. The system doesn't forgive.
well, don't none of us
But
forgive.
we're talking about
It's
the people. Okay, all right, go ahead.
don't no, I'm saying none of us forgive. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. If it see one thing about it, when it happened directly to you, when people say, "Oh yeah, I had to forgive that person to move on and this and that," a lot of people find uh things with watching this person either go to jail or get electrocuted or not here no more. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason black people are so scared of white ladies and stuff like that, it because they knew they were gonna pay the ultimate price if you mess with a white woman. White man ain't gonna let you do this and let you get away with it. You feel what I'm saying? You knew if they said you touched a white woman, you knew your ass was grass. Well, you knew you were gonna get 100+ years out here if you touched a white woman. And guess what? It's not the same on this side. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Because soon as they touch us and do all kind of stuff with us, we don't gather down and be appalled and go out here and tear the place up. You know what I'm saying? And string up somebody. How many black men have ever marched down anywhere and strung up a white person on a pole and hung them somewhere?
Don't answer that.
No, no, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
it's not a normal thing.
It
No,
would it wouldn't
I
be
don't hear
it
it
wouldn't
ever
be
being said, but we've heard
right.
it being said from other races. Yeah.
Right. I mean, but they didn't listen. I didn't watch, the history on they made postcards of them feeding alligators to African babies to alligators. Yeah, they have postcards. They have postcards. Postcards of hangings. They used to send these postcards out back in the day. People hanging, people in the back of the picture in front of them hanging the person. And all this stuff has just been out here. He said, let Russia and let China and Russia set it off with U.S. meaning U.S. the world gone. Yeah, but that don't benefit nobody, Ruben. Our nature is peace, bro. That's how they take advantage. I can't say our nature is peace because if you go to places in Africa and this and that, they've been warned for it. That's how they got slaves in the first place because uh, Africa people was warring against each other, and then once they caught people enslaved, they used to sell them to the to the white man, let them take them across seas, and they know we ain't got to never deal with these people no more. So it wasn't that our nature was peace. I think we became a very peaceful once we got into religion. Religion made us peaceful because Muslim religion do not go on that peaceful what's name. It'd be like if a person does to you, you do it back to them. I mean, like Malcolm X say, by any means necessary. He said, I disagree. Even as a kid, I understood something they told me from the Bible. It was kind of funny. I remember reading the Bible and said, test the spirits and test every word or put it on hold. I got a solid understanding. Okay. Well, I'm going to let my Bible expert come back and answer that one. Let me see. He said, our people is godly. And if our people birth all the people, wouldn't all the people really be black at the same time? I mean, um, you know, we forget if everything came from us, that means everything probably got to be black. Bro, Eric, you ever a slow partner or sister? Huh? I didn't understand it. Oh, I want you to read this one because
Okay. Jay said, I disagree. Even as a kid, I understood some things they told me from the Bible was kind of funny. I remember reading in the Bible said, test the spirits, and I tested every word or put it on hold till I got a solid understanding.
what do you mean by that?
Well, I think it doesn't mean test. I think it means blasphemy, like talk against the Holy Ghost like it's not real. It says in the Bible, blasphemy is like unforgiving. but a mockery. If you don't have a sense of understanding of it, don't mock things you don't understand. In that sense, that's what it means.
Okay.
We are the original men.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I can believe all that. We have the proof that says that.
Jay said, I put myself in harm's way just to defend a white boy who was about to smash because of his race. I felt if I ignored this, then it was right when the decent white people were afraid to stand up for us. Wait a minute, what? I put myself in harm's way just to defend a white boy who was about to be smashed because of his race. Oh, because somebody was about to do something to him. I
Yeah.
felt if I ignored it, then it wasn't right when the descendant white people were afraid to stand up for us. Yeah, that's just like the saying, you do unto people as you have them do unto you. So you looked out on them. Hopefully you were blessed on the other side.
I'm gonna tell Jay this, and I want people to understand this. If it wasn't for good white people, it would be still slavery, hard labor slavery in America. So when we go back and we keep on saying that white people ain't helped us, you ain't watched Harriet Tubman and all these movies when when these white people that had churches and was hiding people under their house had um, built-in trap doors and all kind of stuff, you know, hiding people in their attic and was getting them. They had safe houses that was owned by white people that black people made it to these houses before they could get free. So I can't roll with you and say that you help somebody that ain't never helped you. White people have they stuck arm to arm with Martin Luther King as he walked and got hit with bricks and stuff like that. They did the same thing. They was in Selma, Alabama. It wasn't just black folks, because if it was just black folks, they would have smoked them. They would have mowed them down like they was nothing, and they would have been. You see, this is what people don't realize. Standing together, you can get more done than trying to stand here and stand there. You know what I'm saying?
Stand
So,
alone.
so sometimes we don't understand how we got here. Sometimes we always think that, oh, we did it ourselves. No, you didn't. You didn't get Obama elected. There's 100 million white people here, and there's only 20 million black people here. If they didn't want Obama to get elected, he wouldn't have got elected.
Hmm.
So I hate when we act like we more than what we are here. You know what I'm saying? And because white people have helped us out in a lot of ways. And I think we'll be disingenuous to keep on just trying to push it and say, no, they haven't, no, they haven't, no, they haven't. White people ain't did this and ain't did that. Let me tell you something. The white people change laws to make it, better and more equality and a lot of things for certain things. And I think sometimes we forget that even even Malcolm X, when he went to Mecca, that would change his view on white people, because when he went and prayed in Mecca, he prayed beside white people and black Muslims, and it was white Muslims and black Muslims. And when we was fighting um, the Taliban and all that, it was white Muslims over there that was trying to blow up planes and everything too. So people don't realize that it always been white people there. Beside, even in your hood, it's white people that feel more friendly to you than black people, and that's what I got to say on that. All right, come on.
Hmm.
Oh, I need to do that.
Adam talked about Adam talked to God. This real talk. He named everything on earth. Why my brother don't take honor knowing we the original man, alive, bro?
I didn't say that we wasn't the original man. I didn't say that. I didn't
Maybe
say
you're
that. I
talking
said
about something else.
I said everything come from us. So everybody is kind of black. If all men and everything started through us, I mean every man that's on this earth got some black in them. No matter what that little African test is or whatever that thing tell you, everybody should have some black in them. Should.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you do the right thing, that makes you righteous.
Mm.
I'm saying there were a lot more white people who were willing to help but stood still. That's why it
Mm.
got as bad as it did because of scared whites. It would never have got this bad. And a
Well,
lot of times people in of the other race, Caucasian, they hope this doesn't happen or I wish this didn't happen. And they don't want to stir up any more trouble. So they kind of just stand back and look. Have you seen that before?
let me tell you something. It's the same thing. Let me tell you about this here. It's the same thing Muhammad Ali said. If you got snakes coming down the way and it's 500 snakes coming and say it's 1,000 of them. I mean, 5,000 of them coming. Say it's 1,000 of them that's poison. Do you try to see which one's not poison, or you close the door and you keep
You
all
want
of
to
them?
guard yourself from either of them.
And what people don't realize, a lot of white people had to deal with um a, a seniority type thing. If you got 80 people believing in something, there's 20 of you. If you speak out, that 80 people gonna try to wipe out the 20 people that feel like that. And
Mhm.
now we're 100%. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people were scared, and that's why people still help on the slick side, because they couldn't be out front helping because they knew people gonna be watching them. And how could you hide the slaves if they know you like
A
slaves?
slave. Mhm.
They gonna come check your house first. They gonna catch him every time. Oh, I remember last time he the one picked that slave up and drove him downtown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it always been like that. Some people that try to help you, they try to help you undercover. It's just like a lot of people ain't speaking up for P. Diddy. It ain't that a lot of people don't feel bad for what's happening to P. Diddy. It's just they feel like they can't because they might be next that they try to go after. Oh, you speaking up P. Diddy, what you had. And that's what
Mhm.
that is. You know what I'm saying? And we don't understand that part of it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said these decent white people, in order to show the good from the bad.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you got to think about it. Decent people are not as ruthless people. So you got KKK running around in packs, riding around on horses, stringing up people everywhere. If they felt that you was how they say, a nigger love, you gonna get strung up too. It was white people getting hung because of that same thing, figuring you was a nigger lover. And that's what they'll do. Oh, he's a nigger lover. And they got something for you too. You feel me? And maybe your whole
Yep.
family. You got to think about it. When them white boys was with that black dude and they came to Mississippi, they killed all them. The white people that were with them
Oh yeah,
and the black
uh,
dude. Sunk
were
all
part of
of
it.
them in
It ain't
they put all of them in the lake beside each other. So let me tell you something. If you lock arms with black people back in the day, they'll kill all you. And they wouldn't what's nice. So a lot of people that like black people, they couldn't be out front with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a taboo. at certain times that you don't know who don't like black people that's around you. So you might say, oh, you might say some things. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I give him a good wage and this and that. I even gave him some land. They're gonna look, oh really? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's people right now that I know in Mississippi that, you know, a lot of slave owners and people that worked them and this and that gave land to some of their families, you know, pass it down to the slaves that worked under them because everybody else left and went to another place and all that. And the people that took care of them the rest of their life, they left the land and stuff to them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we got to look at that too. All right. We did that already, that live on the phone? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me throw up another one.
So people use social media to reach out and hook up like it's a dating site. And do.
Well, I mean, social media really social media really started off as a dating site. It didn't start off, I mean, because black people meet. It was blackpeople.com, dating stuff, plenty of fish, POF.
Plenty of fish, didn't they? Facebook.
You said what?
I said, didn't they come after Facebook?
They was here before Facebook. Plenty of fish been here when Black Planet, right after Black Planet. I remember Plenty of Fish was here a long time ago.
I don't know. See, yeah.
What did it say?
I'm looking.
Because I think I joined Facebook 2009. Huh?
2003.
Yeah, that was before Facebook. Facebook didn't come out until about 2000. Huh?
How long you been on Facebook? I said 2003.
Yeah. Facebook just been out since about 2009, 2008. Look it up.
2004.
Facebook came out in 2004?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So 2003, it was before Facebook. Mm-hmm. I knew Plenty of Fish was up. But see, people didn't.
Tell me Plenty of Fish platform.
But I'm saying a lot of people didn't join Facebook till about 2007, 2008, though. A lot of people were still on Black Planet. When Black Planet started up?
Yeah. 2001.
Yeah. See, and then let me tell you something. That's a lifetime between 3 years is like a lifetime if you look back. If you just go back and just, you know what I'm saying? When stuff was out before then, that felt like a lifetime because like everything that came out, people just didn't jump on it like that. Like Black Planet, I think people jumped on it like that. But when Facebook came out, a lot of people didn't jump on it like that. Because the first people I know that was on Facebook, it was like 2008. I don't remember, because I know I wasn't on Facebook till 2009. I bet you if you go back and look when you entered Facebook, I bet you'll say 2009. You know what I'm saying? Facebook.
Yeah, I think mine was
but see, Facebook was here some years, and we were kind of scared of Facebook. We ain't know nothing about it. Just because it's a startup don't mean a whole lot.
I've never.
See,
What was
just
before
because it
MySpace?
started up,
MySpace. I never did either. I didn't know what
yeah,
it was.
yeah. When MySpace started out, we look at that. Read J right quick while you looking up that MySpace.
He said be on a different way and do something else and then cycle and read that. Oh, okay. I am a multitasker, but they call them radicals today. I stood up to radicals, so I'm saying you have to stand up to evil. Yeah,
Mm.
you might gotta pick your wars, but innocent lives are worth taking a stand for. Cause when the
Mhm.
shoe on the other foot, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
glad you
think I think today
rabbit.
I think today is much different than yesterday. People can stand up to each other because we do have the right to have guns and this and that. But it's the same thing. Like some of these, we still got sundown towns around here. We still got certain places that you don't want to be caught. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be caught up in there. You get strung up and they be like, oh, he was suicide. And they ain't gonna change nothing. They gonna you gonna have to get the FBI, CIA come through that thing, and they still ain't gonna get no cooperation, nobody in the time. So you still on your own. So
Yep.
I think we do get certain stuff, but it's the same thing. It's a lot of stuff on your own. All right, come on with it.
So rap music used to be powerful vehicles to deliver message to society that society needs to hear for growth. Now some sing about degrading one another or getting high or leaning on mollies.
Mm. And
And that's the
that's
drug.
yep, and that's the same thing what got even Rick Ross banned for a couple of advertisements when he was talking about mollies and giving girls mollies and stuff like that. They took him off a lot of he lost a lot of money when he came out with that song about mollies. Well, once they heard about it, I think he had the song out, but once they kind of people had him to endorse certain things and heard about that molly and that line in there about it's seeming like he was getting people high off mileage and things and took him off certain advertisements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. People don't even understand that part of it. Come on with that next
Right. So music and social media affects your mood and behavioral habits.
one. Yeah. We talked about it, but you know, you can be you can listen to the right song, you be ready to do a drive by. I'm just saying, like, yeah, some people can listen to the wrong song, and everybody might get it. Everybody can get it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's just simple fact with social media and other stuff. Because let me tell you something. I'm glad I got a strong mind because sometimes you can just listen to some of these TikTok videos and they be talking about how you need to cut people off and oh, you the only person that got you and all this old type of stuff. You be like, man, that's so negative. It make
Mhm.
you feel like you're in the world all by yourself. You can't count on nobody around here. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Man, my Lakers gonna lose tonight. Okay.
Uh, I'm looking at it now.
Yep. All right, next one.
Fake stuff on the internet, fake people, and scammers.
Yep. And that is, I mean, I never thought technology would get this bad where I'm so tired of listening to that $6,400 thing that come on. You see that commercial that come on Facebook and all that about the $600, $6,400 thing you can get from the government.
I
It
hear
just
that
keep
you can get
coming
a
on.
monthly uh, card
keep
to help you buy groceries for the month and your health insurance that you can get it if you're a certain age. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. And
I'm
and
sick
and you
of it.
and you can tell it's a scam, but we gon' we gonna fall for stuff like that because then you
The
got
possibility it may be true.
the next person coming on there saying, "Oh yeah, you know about that scam? They talking about the 6400, but you
I
really
got it.
look at this other thing that say 6400. This not, and that you can tell that's a scam because let me tell you something. Don't that many people care about everybody else?
I
See,
know,
let me
right?
tell you something. Let me tell you something. When a person feel like they care about your money more than they own, let me tell you something. A person that got all this money, they would just reinvest and make more money. Why you need my money to reinvest? Why you want to make me money? Why you want my social security and all man,
So
my
now they concerned or they
information
care.
and all this stuff? You can help me. Come on, man. This is a scam when you just listen to people talk. When people just talking to you, talking about that they get money and all this money I'm getting. Well, shouldn't you just double your money up? Take all your money and invest and get and double your money, triple your money. Don't tell me that you can take my money. Yeah, you give me 10,000, I can make you 100,000. And what's name? Won't you take your 10,000, make you 100,000? That make more sense, right? So when people say stuff that don't make sense, I actually gather this up and I be saying to myself, yeah, that don't make no sense. Why would you and try to make me a millionaire if you a millionaire?
Not
All you
yourself.
got to do is keep on doubling your money. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never, and I'm gonna go this a whole nother way. I ain't never seen a dude on the corner, you know, selling drugs, making a lot of money. And then he said, hey, give me your money, and I'm gonna buy a key, and I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna give you all this money off that key. You got to be a damn, you got to be a damn fool to even listen to some of this stuff that's coming out of people's mouth and thinking it's a chance to be true. If any, like they say, if it sounds to be too good to be true, it probably is. And most
Yeah.
likely, when you listen to these people and they telling you about how good they gonna make your pockets and this and that, and you and I look at your rad, you barely rad, or you got to have this so-called fake house, this and that, and this little old lavish. You ain't did nothing but rent an Airbnb, take a bunch of pictures, and now you the man. That's all.
Right.
Cause guess what? I don't see none of them going live at their house telling you about it. You know what I'm saying? Every day. These professional scammers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't I mean, soon as people get on the phone with me and say 3, 4 words, I already know if they serious or they just talking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like a joker called me
Hmm.
today and said, yeah, you want to sell your house? I asked him, I said, hey, you got any houses for sale? Well, no, I don't. Well, goodbye. Why would
Yeah.
somebody be just calling me to buy houses and you ain't got no houses yourself? It don't make sense. It
Hmm.
don't make sense. Oh, I'm calling for an organization now. Shut up. What's the organization name? What's the organization number? Oh no, we don't have the liberty to. Well, how you get my damn number? You ain't got the liberty to talk to me then. Hell, you know what I'm saying? And this is
Hmm.
what we go through. Fake people all the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead with them.
So the government pays them for each person they get approved. They're gonna make so much for every person to get it. That's a lot of people who takes advantage but keep good things for themselves. Just due diligence, research first. Well, you got to realize that some may know that the government will reimburse that, but there are scammers that are attached to it that's offering it to everybody. And you
Right,
have to be age eligible or benefit eligible to even receive it. So if
right,
you calling me and I know I'm not a disabled person or receiving Social Security, how am I going to get it?
right.
Tell me that again. So yeah.
And that's the same thing. Like uh, people are offering, people are offering you money that okay. Let me tell you something. Only way they get the money, get their part of the money, if they can convince you to somehow, because these same people gonna ask you for your personal information, your name, your address, all your personal information. And if you a damn fool to give these folks your personal information, you're gonna be foolish because it's most scams. Because guess what? Big companies say all the time, we don't go out there and we don't call people to do. They'll come out and tell you we don't do business like that. We don't call people phone to do. You got to call us. We don't call people phone. You think you got everybody on these things talking about $6,400, $6,400, and all of them up in the because some of them talking down on the next person 600, 400. Oh, mess with me. I know how to get it without paying it back. Oh man, 6,040 is different than that. So I'm gonna show you how to get it. This man, it ain't that many nice people in the world. People want to people
Hmm.
want to get your information so they can drain your. I remember watching the movie. Have you watched that new movie? The Beehive, Beekeeper. Have you watched the movie The Beekeeper?
Don't recall.
You need to look it up. It's a great movie. It's called The Beekeeper. And it's talking about the same scam where these people are getting your information, logging in your computer, and wiping out your whole bank account. And they did it to a lady and made her kill herself. They made her because she was managing money for other people too. And they wiped her out, everything. She killed herself.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So I mean, this stuff is. I mean, there's people. Because guess what? Let me tell you how scamming is so real. It's actually I done sit there and seen them interview people on the street corner, and
Hmm.
they say, "What would you rather have? A man with a 9 to 5? I know you done heard this. A man with a nine
Hmm.
to five, or a drug dealer, or a scammer?" And then the first thing they say, a scammer, a drug dealer, and then a 9 to 5. Uh, uh,
Are you
most
serious?
of them don't even. Yeah, most of them don't even want a 9 to 5.
Well, you have to probably got some type of benefits.
Yeah, I hope you do your research on that. They just said Biden have given more money to the poor than any other president I ever witnessed. I got mine, so it gets my attention from now on. I can't be foolish, but if
You
people
can't.
miss out, it's on them. Yeah. And he also done took more money because with these high gas prices and these high food prices, he done stacked bills on me, bills on bills on bills. My gas prices a bill, my food prices a bill, even my taxes went up. I'm sick of him. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm not a Biden what's name. He ain't nothing but
Well,
a
your
line.
taxes don't always have everything to
He
do with Biden.
ain't, He ain't nothing but a politician. Biden been in there since I was in third grade. Biden been in office since '77. Well, look at when he been in office. I know
Yeah,
it been at least
true.
'77. Huh?
I
He
think
been in
that's
office since we was kids, 4, 5 years old. He been in office. He probably was in there before then, but I know he was in office in '77.
72.
72. That joke been in there since I was born.
And
Biden is a politician and he lies through his teeth.
when you
Big
find
guy, not Biden, but Trump can kiss his ass. But guess what? What rapper or anything that Biden got out of jail? I don't remember now rapper or now person that we know that Biden got out of jail. You know how
so
when
if you decided to run for presidency and you won, right?
this Biden first presidency though. I don't know nobody he have um,
Okay. So
pardon.
say if you
Go ahead.
won for president and you were able to get some people expunged, would you do that as president? Where would you
Yeah,
go first?
to get people expunged,
Get them expunged.
I would go straight to Mississippi. Down here in the South, I'd be running all through this thing. Pew, pew,
Him,
pew.
him, her,
Because you know why? Because
her.
you know why? You know why? Because in the South, that's why they made sure every black boy when we were growing up get a record or something to keep them from voting and stuff like that so he could get a record. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's been going on a long time what people been doing to give people records. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that. So I and me myself, I feel like all these presidents can kiss my ass because they ain't the one that's signing for that's getting authorized for the money to come out anyway. They just sign a thing, passing it to somebody, and then they got other people got to vote on it to pass it through. And they the one sometimes give the president the ideal in the first place. And all he doing is sign a paper to say, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's politics. It's politics on a lot of stuff. And I know you can't talk about the politics like this, so we gonna move on. We gonna move. We gonna move. Bang.
Social media has exposed us to exes and people all over the world. Elaborate. What that mean?
I'm finna elaborate. Okay, let me read this. I got money from Biden now? Question mark. He was the most racist recent president I can think of? Question mark. But since running as vice president to the first black president, he have been doing way more for poor people than
Then
most. Mm, when I hear him talk about a lot of immigrants too. Um, when I think about Biden, I think about one world order. I think about a person that he pushing an agenda to try to make everything fall under one world order. I think we need more of a shakeup. We need to put America first on the back burner. Every time you talk to Donald Trump, he talking about everybody who don't stay in America. You ain't heard him talk about Americans in a long time. He always talk about the immigrants that's in America. He talking about the Israel war, or he talking about the other what's the other war? by Russia. That war too. I just throw that out there. In Russia. That's all he talk about. I don't hear him talking about, oh yeah, you know them reparations I said I was gonna give y'all black people. Let me do something for y'all, like we did for the Jews and for the Indians and for everybody else that be on here. You know what they do to us? They say y'all the Aborigines, and we got it wrote in the Constitution that Aborigines can't get nothing. They got it wrote down in the Constitution that they ain't got to give Aborigines because we are the original people of this land. Aborigines don't have to get nothing. They got it wrote down in the thing. We are labeled Aborigines. They ain't got Indians labeled as Aborigines. They got black people labeled as Aborigines. They use that in Australia to take all the money from the Australians in America, and they built their stuff over there in Australia. Who owned Australia anyway? Is it uh it says a Canada and maybe French got a little bit. Check that out right quick. I think Canada and French or British. My bad. British.
Of course, British nice.
The Queen Elizabeth, and did I say Canada?
Yep.
No, not Canada. I meant the Britain.
Australia.
Or yeah.
You said who? Australia.
Yeah, that's the Brit. That's Britain, right? Either that,
yes,
Sweden.
It's the British
is that right?
legislative. Yeah, it is.
They own that, and they own some stuff, a lot of stuff in South Africa, and the French own stuff in South Africa. We don't realize how much the French, because the British own.
That's where the Queen Elizabeth and them they rule over there.
Yeah, they own Canada too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was talking about Australia though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He said we ain't getting no reparations. We've been getting
it out the mud. We just gotta learn which mud is better.
Yep.
Better shake it off and pack it under your feet.
And me myself, I ain't gonna say. Let me tell you something. See, one thing when we say about giving us something, you can say Biden gave us something. Then I can go back and I can say Trump made it where we can get it on our own. So I don't want to be given something. Just move out the way so I can get it on my own. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is not cutting taxes, not doing stuff that you can make where people can come up by the bootstraps and get it on their own and be able to make it. Cut some of this red tape. Stop having laws that cut everything out. Government owned land everywhere. You can't even own no land, can't farm. You got places, people like Bill Gates that now can buy all the farm. He owned 80% of the plant-based foods and stuff now. You didn't know that, did you? Huh? You said what? Yeah, look that up right quick about Bill Gates owning 80% of plant-based foods all over the place. He buying up stuff, and that's why you know it's some government stuff when Bill Gates cares so much of controlling the food industry. First, you wanted to control the shots. You want to do medical. You want to shoot everybody up with the COVID shots. Now you want to do the food. You already said, when we do a good job, we can cut the population down 10 to 15%. Where they come from? And they got a whole video about him saying that.
He don't own it. He just support him. He's been donating into plant-based foods.
Yeah, but if you
He's
okay,
investing in it.
right, investing, but he invests in 80% of the
He's
company. So
he's investing in the Beyond Meat stuff.
right, but
And that
he
stuff is pretty good. They got a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
but how much he got into the company? Invest in one thing. When you buy up all they stock, it's another. Well, Jay, I
He
I
did it in
was
2019. He did it in 2019.
I, what? Oh, he
It doesn't
invested.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got it from a good source that is almost 80%. But Jay, I understand. You feel like that. Kodak Black. Don't forget about Weezy. Don't forget about Kanye. Don't forget about him meeting with all the black
What he do with Weezy?
pastor. Oh, he got Weezy. Weezy was in finna go to jail. He got Weezy out of jail too.
And what he do for Kanye?
Kodak Black. He got him out of jail too.
Oh, I thought you said Kanye.
Kodak. Now Kanye, he just he always you know see people always let's do this. How many actually photos you got Biden other than President Obama hanging out with any black people anywhere? I wait. But you got shows, you got Saturday Night Live that Dumb Trump done been on. You got that Apprentice show that he was on, that Snoop Dogg was on, the Black Lady was on, and all them rappers and stuff. You got all kind of stuff that platforms he been on. He was on the black what's name the other day. I put it up. Conservative, black conservative. He spoke at the black conservative meeting. I mean, let me tell you something. I can understand. Um, I think even with Jay, see, I think the problem is this. If you got an open mind, you ain't got to bash one person to vote for another person. See, the simple fact that you saying that a person that vote for Trump is a simple, weak-minded, simple people vote for him. Let me tell you something. Your person Biden said you ain't even black if you don't vote for him. So everybody who didn't vote for him ain't even black. So I guess they're just a bunch of white people. The only white people voted for Trump. Even if you black, you got to be. You can't be black if you voted for Trump. So even that's a simple-minded person that a person can tell you ain't even the color of your race if you don't vote for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to look at it on both sides too. So that can be Lord as a simple-minded person that a person can coddle you. I mean, this man had Carly Red helping him run, and even she done turned his back on him. The Rock said he ain't supporting Biden this time because he lied. I mean, you got to do even Farrakhan say he is not supporting Biden. Uh, uh, P. Diddy, I know people don't care about that no more since he didn't got in his little trouble.
But
But
we're
it's a
not making this political though, right?
no, we ain't.
Yeah, it sounds like you endorsing somebody. I don't understand what
No,
you're
I
doing
just
right
think no, I was just responding to the comment. He said Bill Gates had talked at the World Summit, and that he said world was overpacked, and he suggested that we can modify our food and target. We can eliminate a certain generation.
genetic races. Then he suggested let's start with Africa.
Right. and he went over there, started killing folks, and they ran him out of Africa. But they ain't got Bill Gates. They ain't hunting down Bill Gates. Like they trying to hunt down P. Diddy. All them folks. He killed over 4,600 Africans, and he sterilized over 1 million
Who
Africans.
who
Uh,
who you
Bill
say
Gates
did this?
without that. Bill Gates without that known. He had he was giving them free shots, but he was also sterilizing them. He sterilized over 1 million Africans over there. Yep. And they ran him up out of Africa. Bill Gates do not have a foundation in Africa no more. They ran his ass out because they saw what he was doing. Because the doctors started taking this, the stuff that he was giving and went and investigated and saying he was putting sterilized stuff to keep people from having children. Yeah. And people don't realize Bill Gates, look it up. Bill Gates foundation that was over there and how they ran him out of Africa. Yep. And how many people he killed with his injections in Africa. It was nothing. See, I can get halfway political because you even got Elon Musk call himself trying to jump in the race and throw his eggs out there, whatever. I mean, a lot of people just tired of how this country going and just want to change because ain't nobody taking America first. And his show ain't Biden. He can barely talk. Man, so he be libby. They got to shoot him up to get him to speak. Yeah, man, when that joker spoke at that camera, I was like, who is this dude? And like they gave him some pep no speaking stuff. Like they shot him up, like a football player, he hurting, and they shoot him up. They shoot him up with some back out on the field and stuff. Like they did me the other day with my knee. And shoot you up with the little pain medicine. Oh, now he went to talking up there. I was like, whoa, look at Biden putting sentences together again. I've been watching him all over America, barely can talk, and then he get up in front of everybody. I think that might have been his clone. You know how they be talking about all them presidents got a clone, got another president. It might have been his clone. Okay. Where we at? Oh, you wanted me to explain that bottom thing, right? Okay. Yeah, yes, we got time. Me to explain this. Social media have exposed us to exes and people all over the world. And what I'm saying is, like, one thing about social media have done to a lot of relationships, it has made it where if somebody just know your real name, ain't seen you in 20, 30 years, they can type up your name in Facebook, send you a friend request or whatever. And now you got an X on your page, you got an X here, X there, X. If you had 10 X's, you might have 8 of them on your page. And yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying because it's just working out like that. It's a lot of people
Well, what
that
if they were your ex? What would be wrong with that?
no, I'm just saying the exposure, like say the
Oh,
exposure
who
of,
you been with?
yeah, I mean the exposure, not just because you've been with somebody, it just people that you probably loved at one point of time or people that you mess with at one point of time, and then it becomes kind of influential. And that's how when I say about people all over the world, you got women that reason they can't deal with people in their little town because they can now they on the internet, they see these people they wouldn't have seen that's 20 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles away from them, or even in the next town that they can go visit over here and say, oh, look, there's a lot of people that's met off Facebook and took flights all the way here and all the way across America just to see people. And you
Well,
never
I mean,
see
that's what, like I
that.
said, that's what people are using social media for hookups. You think about, oh, I remember I had this good time with this person. Let me see what they're doing in life. And they don't see you doing anything. They don't see you married with children, anything like that. So yes, they're gonna look you up and say, "Hey, boo,
Yeah,
can I send you a ticket?" Sure, I'm coming.
yeah.
So yeah, I understand. So social media is a platform too where people hadn't seen each other in a long time. It's like a reunion. You just get together again. So it could be some positive from it and it couldn't be because everybody don't be truthful on social media. You can
Yeah.
be somebody else. You can be married with 50 kids and you don't put
That's
them on social media, nobody would know.
especially with this new AI. And then some people got 4 pages anyway. They get that different person on every page. They got pages for where they just say anything on. They got pages where they play the ultimate family life, and
Yeah.
they got pages that they do everything. I seen I was friends with somebody on two of their pages. I looked at both of their pages, then I said, "Dang, they got some more pages." You know how it pop up in the screen. I looked at that. Oh, they married with children, with the children and all that on the page and stuff like that. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
different. All right, come
Yeah.
on with Jay right quick. We're gonna go before you
Look
got
it
it.
up. Europe is not repopulating and it is all-time low. China, Japan also. China been lifted its two-child ban and now offering incentives to have more children. Europe and related races are on the brink of new extensions in the next century.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why China lifted the two band system up now because it was causing a lot of problems at one thing, but they have moved up in Africa too. They done moved all the Chinese people they done bought little islands, they done bought land over in Africa that they work in and this and that and moving some of their people over there. So and they coming to America and they moving around. They getting people everywhere, especially while Biden letting everybody in. So they moving all over the place. We getting all kind of people over here. Okay.
Let's tell the truth, bro. God told me to ask you, who fault is it that what's going on in our community? Rappers not real preachers, not real social media ain't real. God be our power, my brothers.
I can agree with that. Rappers, let me tell you something. Rappers tell you what you want to hear. No, I'm gonna tell you this. Rappers tell the truth. It's just us dumb enough to actually follow some of these people that's telling us who they is and how not shit they are, and we still like them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to the sexy red girl talking about how she coming out with makeup, herpy makeup. She was coming out with some different things, talking about something like some no, was it lipstick or something? She was talking about coming up was talking about some different genital, disease type makeup. I mean, something about Lil Red is off. You know what I'm saying? Like Gorilla, the girl Gorilla, she say some smart stuff time to time, even though she might say, "Oh, why you young, be young, this and that." But it's like this here. If you trying to get somewhere, do you listen to somebody who ain't there? She still ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like Gorilla still ain't got no relationship that she talk about or anything about that. You know what I'm saying? She still ain't sexy red talking about how she fucking nigga in penitentiary and fucking nigga over here. So I mean, these people, Megan Stallion, I don't think she got a man right now. It's a lot of people that's sitting up here shooting the stuff about. Um, that's why I even looked at Dr. Umar Johnson, and I was thinking about what he was saying about a lot of things. How he talked about how you know, how people should do this and should do that. And I'll be like, this coming from a man that talk about all this how black people shouldn't date outside their race and all that, and you ain't never showed up with a girlfriend in the last 10, 15 years. You've been on social media talking about it. I ain't never heard you even talk about a girlfriend. No, not a wife. You ain't married. So you just talking really out the side of your neck because you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk, when somebody's trying to talk all this good stuff like they got the answers and this and that, that's why I don't put out there like I got the answers. I tell people how to move and this and that, but I can't sit up here and throw it out here like, oh yeah, listen to me. This is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go out there, and I just feel like Dr. Umar, he told people he gonna have a school up for 20 years. He's still working on that. Then he run around here telling black people how they should move, how they should donate, and all this stuff. And it's just like this here. You can't tell somebody who got their own money how they supposed to spend it. Good people do good things. You can't force nobody to do nothing that they made their money their way. It's just like people in their home. When you make your money your own way, you don't let nobody tell you how to spend your money.
Yeah.
So how we telling grown people, millionaires that made money their own way, how we gonna tell them how they should spend their money now? I just think we all being a little, kind of crazy.
All
But
right, bro. Do you stand with God, bro? And do you stand with the truth, bro? You can't bend the truth. Know this. We live to die. I'm your brother.
break me down what he talking about.
I have no idea.
Cause I kind of got lost right there because I
Well,
don't
only
know.
thing I get it, he's saying just don't bend the truth. Just keep it real. I can take that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
can.
like
That's
I
what.
said, I'm saying what I think the truth to me. See, my truth and your truth can be a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you are what you been through. So maybe things you went through made you the type of person you are because now you doing the God thing in every sentence again. Just like I say, sometimes we don't get to talking like if you having a debate with somebody and you start stepping out saying, God this, God that, God that, now you really cheating. Because I can say God told me this to tell you go fuck yourself and tell you to stop putting his name out there and you ain't standing by it. Or, what are you doing in spite of you using God in a certain kind of way? I can say God told me to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? So you saying God told me to tell you this, and I can tell you God told me to say this. Who right, who wrong? When God is leading both of us. That's the reason both of us got breath in us because of God. So if God leading both of us, what tell you that you better than me in understanding what we saying? Go ahead.
I believe it's our own fault, starting with our ancestors. We just paying to the cost, but it's only for a time, and that time is almost at an end. I know, right?
Hmm.
Sooner than we know.
What'd you say?
God let you move, bro. He has always been with you. Represent God, bro. This is hood talk, and we do all praises be to God. Sister, understand the truth. Bro, God asking you to be real. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. And that's what I thought you was just saying.
Yeah.
Just tell the truth. That's what I
Yeah.
was
I'm
saying you were
just saying
saying.
my truth can be different. You and and I'm asking God to let you be real. Let you be real and just speak on your own without throwing God in every sentence. And sometimes when you talk to me, if you just speak how you feel, it will come over better sometimes than to tell me what God tells you to tell me. Won't you tell me what if God already told it to you, you can just tell me what you think, and I would know that God, the one that brung it through you anyway, because God is the one reason all us breathing, ain't that right, Ruben? So
LaRuben said, I'm trying to stop this violence in our community. Are you down, bro? I feel like you playing, but no God's watching.
big dog, let me tell you, I don't mean to go this far off route, but
Well, we'll
let me,
go. Let it
yeah,
ride. Some things are worth not addressing
hold on,
right
I'm gonna address this before I get off. Let me
every
tell you,
week.
you're doing it again, Ruben. You playing God here. No, I feel like you playing with God because everything you say, you putting God in there like God is leading you to tell me what to do. I'm telling you, God tells me what to do too. And you are not my God. And so just because God speak through you, he telling you what to say. God telling me, be careful, for man will imitate me and lead you astray. So my God lead me the right way, and you let your God lead you the right way. And don't tell me that I don't want to do good by my community by your own standards of what you thinking that God's saying. Because I know God goes through all of us.
Well, hallelujah to that.
So
See, you
with
and
that
LaRue,
being
what's wrong
said,
with y'all?
with that being said, I see you yawning and stuff.
Uh-huh.
See, look at that. Doing it again. One day you'll know the truth. So maybe
We
one day,
all will know the truth.
no. I'll do this. Maybe one day you'll know the truth too. And you don't have to hide behind God. You can just speak the truth as you know it. Or you can speak the truth how God is really presented to you instead of downing the next man's truth because it don't align with yours. Two things can be the same. Things I say can be the truth, and stuff you say can be the truth at the same time.
That part, Jay, I'm with you, Jay said, can we agree to disagree, but can we still stand in
Yeah,
unity for
and
the
I
whole
think
everything?
I think I think we can all have different opinions. Just like
Yeah,
Jay
everybody's entitled.
think Biden is the shit. I think Biden ain't the shit. He think Trump is the bullshit. I think Trump is not a politician, and and to me,
He's still
more,
the BS, but he
more
probably not a
right,
politician.
right.
That man crazy.
And 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 I think we all have we all been conditioned to believe one person doing better than the other because guess what? They wouldn't be. Let me tell you something. If if we really wanted a fair election or a fair, impartial election, let me tell you something. You wouldn't be scared to fight. See, just like Mike Tyson and the boy, uh, what's the boy? Jake Paul planning on having a little fight. See, you go and you meet up in a place and you get up in the ring and the best man win. Get knocked out, knocked down, whatever. You get it in the ring. See, one thing I don't like about this whole politics thing that's going on now is people scared to even see Donald Trump even have a fair chance of running. That's why they trying to bring these trials up, trying to get him kicked out, trying to keep him off ballots and all that because they are scared that he's gonna win. They do not want a fair fight. And I feel like with anything, fuck what we think. Let it be fair and let the best man win. And if you feel like that, and if you honestly feel that he ain't the best president for you, just vote. You ain't got to say fuck him, and all that. Vote and make a difference at the poll, and we see what gonna happen at the end. You know what I'm
Hello.
saying?
Okay, because we're not yeah. Don't
So,
get you started on that, please. That's almost like Bible talk. But okay. But you
so
would see the benediction. Oh, okay then.
yeah. So I just feel like we just need people to fight fair. Put your dukes up. Let's let
This is
November the
clean.
5th. Hold on, let's let November the 5th play out. And hopefully it don't take a whole week to sort out the votes this time. Because there ain't never been, till Biden became president, I've never seen a president not decided in the same night. This was the first time. What other
No, it
presidents?
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
No, I'm saying what other presidents
We had
see?
about since when Trump ran. What do you mean?
No, I said the last time. I said since when he ran against Biden.
Prior to Biden, it was Trump.
No, I said when have we ever seen a president election not decided in one night? We
Trump,
always.
Trump wasn't decided the same night. Barack Obama
I
wasn't either. Most presidents hadn't been decided in the same night.
No, yes. By
Okay.
the end of the night, listen, that's why they
Okay.
used to close the poll early. But well, look it up. Look it up.
I don't have to. I take your
Because
word and
no,
I'm gonna
but
stick with what Hood
it's
Talk
the
said.
first time. It's the first time a president. You have runoff elections that were close, but it's the first time a president election went over to almost a week into it. Not the next day. That's the reason they closed the polls early to decide the president before that midnight. They get all the votes in and say, "Oh, this person won." And I always heard a winner the same night or that early in the morning, 1 or 2 in the morning. I've never heard no presidency 2, 3 days later before they announced the winner. First time ever. Yep.
I wish I
But
could have watched that game. The final score 134-120.
we lost, right?
Right. 134-120. That was a good game.
We lost, right?
Yeah.
No, we was always down by 10 points.
But I'm just saying it had to be good. That went pretty far. When it get over 110, I feel like that was some juice.
No, but we was down. We was down 100
Low,
points.
low. When I looked at it earlier,
Yeah, we was down
a whole quarter. But
shoot,
anyway,
we ain't never recovered from the first quarter. We ain't win, but the last quarter by 3 points. We got blown out from the first quarter. 38 points in the first quarter.
yeah,
33. So it was already 71 points by halftime on me.
that was 9 points the first quarter.
Yeah, that was 71 points. It was 71 to 60.
The first quarter, no, it was
Oh,
38-29.
halftime. Halftime. I'm talking about halftime.
Well, you say halftime, you said first quarter. So I'm like, no. Yeah, but that was a lot still. But hey, it's all good.
Exactly.
That was just that was 9. That's 11 points by halftime.
We better not see Hood Talk TV with Donald Trump calling Mr. Know It All my African American.
I know, right?
Hey man,
Mr.
hey man, if Donald Trump call me out, man, y'all gonna be like, what the hell? I'll be like, Donald Trump come through here and expunge all my boys' records down here in Mississippi. Come on, Donald, go ahead, put that stuff up. Because Donald Trump is a man of action. Let me stop all these folks get mad at me. All right, we through with with the Trump talk and all that good stuff because I don't want nobody mad with me today.
Good, thank you.
Not nobody that, you know what I'm saying, if they gonna sleep on it. We done made it through the tornado. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody's house is all right and all that. That's a good one. He used David Chappelle thing on me. That was a David Chappelle skit one time. I have none of you relocated
to the white delegation. Send him on. He'll fit right in.
No, I think I would fit more right in with fairness on both sides. I believe in America first.
It doesn't matter how you say you'll fit, but you will fit right in. Go ahead, send them there.
No, America first.
Until they get enough of you. When you're not doing what they want you to do, they're gonna send you back. So you gotta read like they say, read, talk like
look,
you talk. You're coming back.
Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna never leave. See, that's see, let me tell you something. See, when you feel like if a man feel like a Republican, he is not a black man no more. Now he a white man. That's some talk. Because both of them white. So if you with the white man, you still with the white man. It don't matter which side you on. It's still a white man. What about that part? And that man been in office through 85%, giving us 85% time in jail and all that. He was rapper behind Clinton, signing them books to throw us away. Yo, all that. That part. He said Clarence Thomas be the
I said let's go. You just had to stick around so the room can get started. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the rappers that died, the Eazy-E's, the Tupac. Look at all these rappers. Left here. Big Pun. Is that Run DMC or DMC? Oh,
What's the big dude name with the glasses? What's his name right there with Heavy D? Heavy D, yeah.
Big and Small. And it's a lot of rappers in left here. And they leaving every day because they don't care.
Well, good night, everybody. We'll see you guys on next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins and a bell tip. Open up, let me splash in, brother.
Listen. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you?
Bye, Felicia.
Y'all fancy.
Got him! Got him!
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
And how they say, we out of here. We out of here.